What it do? What it do? What it do? How y'all doing out there, man? It's your boy 20B, keeping the G with 20B. Open prison discussions. I know it's been a little minute since I tapped in. I've been going through a lot in this prison place. You know how that goes. For those of you who've been here before, you know this life is so unpredictable in here. So I'm just experiencing and going through the everyday trials and situations of prison. But I hope everybody's doing good out there. I appreciate all the support. I've been getting good feedback, so I really appreciate that. And somebody asked about halfway houses. Is that what they asked, babe? Somebody tapped in and want to know about halfway houses or something
Yeah,
like that?
somebody on Facebook comment they wanted to know more information about halfway houses.
All right, that's cool. Well, I'm going to do a show just on halfway houses in the next few days, just to gather some more information. But from what I briefly know about halfway houses, is that
It's a half of a
people who
house.
get out of prison for no, it's not a half house. But people who get out of prison and are 9 times out of 10 are violent criminals, like they're considered violent criminals, you know, have felonies and stuff like that. And they use halfway houses just to basically integrate you into society, because a lot of individuals don't. They feel that if they feel that it helps you get reacclimated into the everyday normal life, you know, everyday normal world and society, is the free world, basically. What we call it here, called the free
So
world.
basically,
Because
it's resources to someone that just got released, who was incarcerated, right?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. Because
Okay.
they give like a lot of different, because they give like a lot of different programs, groups,
Mhm.
you know, stuff like that. And a lot of times, I know it's a 30-day.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
They use blackout periods for most of them, if not all of them, to where you can't
I think
contact
some of
anyone
them
for
are
30 days.
strict, because only reason why I say that is because the patients that come to our clinic, I know one of them was at a halfway house, and you know they were the one that provided transportation to our clinic.
Oh, okay.
And then
Is
you
that
know,
right?
and then they can't have personal use cell phones, so they have to use their phones and stuff like that. So they can't have their own cell
Okay.
phones. Like they have to give that up. I think it's just really part of their program that they, you know, just trying to help them out. But they could do whatever, but they just have a curfew. Like they have to come back, you know, at a certain time. Like say for example 8 o'clock probably.
Yeah, babe. I just think that's a good opportunity for a lot of people, because a lot of people have been down for a very long time. And when you've been down so long in prison is a place that if you don't, like, I always tell everybody this. I'm in prison, but I'm not in prison. Because I have people like you in my life. I have people like my sister, people like my mom, people that care about me. So I try not to place my mind in this, to let my mind get wrapped up in being in prison. I mean, true, you have to to a certain extent, because, you know, a lot of stuff goes on in here, so you got to have your back against the wall, you feel me? But I feel like it's good, because a lot of people who have been in prison, they become institutionalized. And institutionalized just means that all you know is prison. So like a lot of people get out, like, I'm going to give you an example. So in here, right, when we shower, a lot of us shower in our underwear, you feel me, in our boxers. We shower in our boxers and all that because, you know, for whatever reason, like, you know, just to have, that's the only bit of privacy we have. So we shower in our boxers, and we use shower shoes, because of course you can't step into the shower with, you know, this dirty ass floor, your feet are fucking around and fall off, you know? So stuff like that. So when people get home from prison, I've heard of people showering in their underwear, or showering, you still want to use shower shoes, things like that, to that nature. They're institutionalized.
So basically, they're
Me,
just
on the
kind
other
of
hand,
used to a routine. They're used to the routine that was
yeah,
done,
yes,
that being in there, and then they got used to it. So is this something
exactly,
they just got?
exactly.
They haven't got
They
not
got used
used
to it.
to
So
it
they
out
haven't
of
been able to
here.
break it. You got to break. Exactly. So what a halfway house does, it helps us with breaking that chain. It helps us to be able to get out of that mindset. You know, it helps us figure out exactly how life is again. Because like a lot of people say this as ghetto as may
So
sound,
would you
it
say
helps us
a
to
halfway
relearn.
house is more like kind of like, I don't know if they have roommates. I don't know really how
Yeah, you
it's
do.
done. So like
They do.
okay,
They
so
do.
it's more like a dorm, like how college, like they have dorms and stuff.
100%. one hundred
So
percent.
the
Yep,
halfway house would
100%.
just be dorms, but in a different way for incarcerated individuals.
Exactly. I remember my older brother. His name is Eric, right? We call him Big E. Well, he's right now. He's locked down. He got a whole bunch of time. But I remember when he had gotten out one time, and I believe I was young, so I vaguely remember this, but I was young. I remember him being in a halfway house, and we used to go pick him up at a certain time. We used to go pick him up at a certain time and drop him off at a certain time because he had to be back. You know what I'm saying? And to the halfway house because it's basically. And so anyway, when we would go to the halfway house, I remember us going in there one time to pick him up, and I was like, damn, why doesn't he just come stay with us? I didn't understand because it was just a house. It was a regular house. You feel me? Like it's a regular house, and you have your
Mhm.
roommates sitting there, and you can tell they all been to prison. Yeah, but it's just a regular house. So I believe a halfway house is a very good opportunity for people
But
who are
were they
not used to
allowed
being in the
visitors,
street.
or was it like certain hours
Yeah,
where you guys could do visitors, or you guys could come do
yeah.
dining, like have dinner with them, or like how does, like, do you know,
Well,
like how does halfway
okay,
house
so
work
so
more?
well, for some, it depends on what halfway house you're into. But yeah, you are allowed visitors, right? And you are allowed for to have visitors come over and not this and a third. But sometimes they don't allow children to come to the halfway houses because a lot of people, depending on what kind of halfway house it is, depending on what kind of crime they've committed. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if they let people who have committed crimes against children into a halfway house. I would hope not, but yeah, but
But
you're
that's
not allowed to go
understandable
in the halfway
though,
house and just hang
what I'm
out.
saying? Like it's just
Yeah,
understanding,
yeah, yeah. No, yeah, 100%, 100%. I agree. But yeah, and so you can visit the halfway house, right? That's one thing you can do. You can come visit.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
The one thing I didn't like about that, the one thing I don't like about that is I believe they put you on an ankle monitor. You see what I'm saying? So you're tracked everywhere you go. And I never got that concept because a halfway house is basically you're free. You're free. You're just living in this place to get reacclimated into society. But you're free. So why do you have us on an ankle monitor? Who's going to run from a halfway house? Like, I mean, I'm sure there's people that have done it, but like, I never understood that. Like me personally, I wouldn't want a bracelet on me all the time on my ankle all the time. I couldn't see. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't want to do it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say I couldn't do it. If I had to do it for my freedom, I'd do it in a heartbeat. But I wouldn't enjoy having that on me because, yeah. Oh, and another thing, I asked somebody too. That you're not allowed to drive a car. You can't drive a car. You ride the bus to everywhere you're going. They give you certain hours to go to look for jobs. They give you certain hours to you can go to the library. You can go to what else is the place that you say you can go to the library.
Well,
You can
like
go
I
to job
said, like I don't
interviews,
really know too much,
doctor's
but I had a
appointments.
patient that was at a halfway house and they did provide transportation for
Yeah,
her to come to our clinic.
that's
So that's
tight.
one of the resources that
That's
they
tight.
did do. And they will wait for her while she does her sessions and stuff like that. But she said that she did
That's
have
tight.
curfew, like she kind of could kind of do anything. So she did have a boyfriend outside. He would come pick her up, but he just
Hmm.
had to drop her off there to curfew. But that's about it.
Oh, that's tight. That's tight. So yeah, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? If you like, they pull it up real quick. What it says, the legit meaning of a halfway house. Pull it up like you did the other day for me and read a little. It's just like a little basic, like what it's called, and because yeah, that's true. That's tight. Like I like that. I like the fact that you are allowed. Because yeah, if you say you got a girlfriend, say you got a wife, say you definitely want to interact with your family. Like that's a part of being reintroduced into society. You know what I'm
But
saying?
she
I
was
mean, I look at it
pregnant
like,
too, so I don't know if that's why they give
oh
her a
wow,
little bit more resources because she was pregnant. But
definitely. Okay,
it might be,
okay.
but I don't
That's
know
interesting.
100% for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Did you pull it up for me?
Yes.
I
Let
want
me
you
look
just to.
on
Okay,
Google. So
yeah,
the
because
purpose, right?
yeah, exactly. Just
A
read the purpose
halfway
real fast
house
for me.
is a residence located in a community where people are placed to either one, serve all or part of a sentence, or two, serve a period of time after being released from federal prison in order to prepare for the re entering the community.
Hmm. See, yeah. See, basically, it's just utilized to reintroduce you to society, and I really like that. I really think that that's a good tool to utilize for people who have been in prison a long time. And y'all, anyway, I know you guys out there in the world, out there listening, know that it's really difficult to people who've been in prison. I say it's really difficult to get out and start over, start from scratch. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that's an easy thing. It's hard. It's hard because financially, physically, emotionally, mentally, especially mentally. Because like for a person like me, say I get out and I'm about to come home, you guys. So say I come home and I didn't have everything that I needed, or I didn't have someone who loved me enough to make sure that
Basically, you
my
didn't have
head
the
stayed on straight.
resources that someone should
Yeah,
have.
that exactly.
And they
Then
offer this.
mentally, it would drive me insane. I'm not gonna lie, it would drive me crazy. And so what that does is it gives a higher risk of people coming back to prison. That's why recidivism is the level of recidivism so high, because situations that place us in the wrong mindset, that gives stress, that would make us stressed out. A lot of that's a part of the reason why a lot of people come back to prison, in my view. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's basically what a halfway house is. And I encourage anybody that's been offered an opportunity to get in the halfway house. If your people have been offered that opportunity, encourage them to take it, because that's a once in a lifetime opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like, who would want to stay in prison? Like, nah, I'll stay in prison a little bit longer. Heck no, get up out of here. Let's stay in the place you want to be. Even right now, as I'm recording this show, you guys, I'm looking out the back window, right? Keep in mind, I'm in High Desert State Prison. I'm looking at the back window, and it's raining. It's beautiful outside right now. It's raining. And I'm just looking at the ground. I'm looking at the rain hit the ground right now as we speak, right? And it's like, man, I just wish, but then I just wish that I could be out there just to walk up the streets, like just simple things, right? But then at the same time, then I look up and I see the gate with all the barbed wire around the fences and stuff like that. So it's like, it just really distorts the beauty of nature. It distorts the beauty of freedom. You know what I'm saying? Being in prison. So who would want to be in here any longer than you had to be? Like, that's out. Like, I don't understand why people choose to stay in prison by acting out, by doing the things they do. Like, I was a hothead. I used to do all the stupid stuff. I was in the riots. I was, you know what I mean, a part of the gangs and I did it all. I did it all, you guys. I mean, I've been to the hole it's the whole nine. Like, I've done it all, right? But within the last few years, I just made a decision just to take advantage of the CDCR, the rehabilitation part of it, because until you learn how to better yourself, or until you learn how to change your life, or even if you have a mindset to want to better yourself, change your life, then you're going to be stuck right here looking out the window, enjoying the beauty of the rain hitting the ground, but knowing that you can't go out there and enjoy it, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of individuals, we mess it up for ourselves, bro. We do, babe. Like, we mess it up for ourselves, you know? And so I'm blessed. I'm grateful to have my wife. I'm grateful to have somebody who loves me. So, babe, I love you for everything you do for me, too. I mean that
I
for
love
real,
you
for real.
too, baby.
I love you.
I
I
can't
love
wait
you
for
forever.
you
This
to
call
come.
and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I can't wait for you to come
You know
home.
what I'm saying? I know. I can't wait to be there either, babe. Like, you beautiful, you strong, you smart, you just intelligent to the T. Like, you're just bad as fuck. I just can't wait to be home with my wife. Like, so yeah. So in my mind, you guys, I figure like, a halfway house is cool. So anybody that asked for the one individuals that were asking about halfway house, that's the basics of it. And if there's something more in depth that you want, or information that you need, then go ahead and tap back in. You can tap back in on the website or at Facebook, however you did it. Whatever resources, go ahead and tap back in. My wife's got me on every single social media site that there is. So, yeah, you could go ahead and tap in. But on another note, so I was talking to my wife today about this, and it kills me, bro. Like, I'm kind of fed up with this. I'm fed up. So
You have 60 seconds remaining.
everybody in prison that we talk to, like, how we have homies, and everyone's your homie and all that. I get it. We got homies, but why is everyone automatically, insistently your brother? Like, everyone's a brother, hey, brother. Like, no, that's out. Like, There's no way in the world that I just don't understand that. Like, I'm confused off of why everyone wants to be brothers in here. Like, we're not call you your brother, you know, but then at the same time, don't do the things that a brother does. You know what I'm saying? They're so quick to turn their back on you in prison. Like, this is a place that is not, man, like, how do I say? Like, this is a place that is not, there's no love or no equality shown through in this place. It's horrible. It's just horrible, bro. Like, I really, really don't understand that. I really just don't understand. And I think blacks do it more than anything. All races have their, you know, their word, like homie or brother or compadre or compasa or whatever. Yeah, but anyway, like I was saying, you guys, I just really want to I tell everybody how I appreciate everybody that's been tapping in. We're able to look and see the views, of course, and the people who are interested in these shows, but it's really important if you listen to these to give me your feedback, because just so I know what you're interested in, what you want to know, because I know prison is very interesting to a lot of people. A lot of people have experienced prison already, you know what I'm saying, and so they know what goes on in here, and so just hearing it it kind of helps them to, like, oh yeah, I'm not trying to go back to that. Let me walk that straight line, because I don't want to end up back in there where he's at right now. So I do this podcast strictly to give everybody a platform and just to game everybody up about a place that you just don't want to be. But not just for that. This is something that soothes my soul, that helps me to relax on a daily. So, like, I really enjoy it, and this is something that me and my girl can do together. And at the end of the day, she does all the work, you guys. I'm just a voice. She does everything. She does it all. So I really appreciate her for that. I appreciate you to the max, right?
So
And,
if it's basically
yeah,
if something me and my husband can help you guys with, then therefore just go ahead and comment below, and I will give up as much resources as I can and do as much resources. I mean, I don't mind, but if that's something you guys need, I would definitely do it for you guys.
yeah, we appreciate it. We really appreciate it. And man, I got the best wife, y'all, huh? Keep it G, keep it all the way G. But yeah, so anyway, we're going to end it on that note. Hey, you guys know who this is, your boy Twin. Keep it G with Twinny B, Open Prison Discussions. And you guys can definitely tap in on my website. My wife has got that booming, so every day is something new on there. It's www.twinnyb.com. All right? Tap in when you guys want to tap in. There's all types of stuff on there.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Every single social media site, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I think, what is it, babe? Red Circle? Is that what it's called? Red Circle?
Yes, Red Circle.
Yeah. Red Circle, Spotify. I'm on everything. Everything you could think of, I'm on there some way, somehow. So just go ahead and tap in. I really appreciate all the support. And I hope you guys are having a beautiful night out there. It's raining in Sacramento, baby. Is it raining out there right now? Is it just beautiful outside right now?
It's very wet.
Very wet? Yeah, that's what's up. Out here it's raining, and man, it's just gorgeous out here, you guys. It's gorgeous. It's hot in these cells right now because unfortunately they got the heater on so high that it's uncomfortable, and we've been complaining about this on a daily, but they have yet to do anything about it, so kind of struggling in that sense. But hey, it's prison. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a good night out there. And we
I pray nice for this lifestyle. Gave me a reason to smile now.